Bore da, good morning. Boneddigion a boneddigethau. Rydym yn falch eich croesawu I seremoni a Graddio Prifysgol Metropolitan Caerdydd ar gyfer myfyrwyr 2022. Da iawn chi. Ladies and gentlemen, we are proud to welcome you to Cardiff Metropolitan University graduation ceremonies for the class of 2022. You have made it. Just a couple of housekeeping points. Can you please make sure your mobile phone is on silent for the duration of the ceremony? We do not expect any fire alarms today, but should the unexpected happen, the staff of the Wales Millennium Centre will escort you to the assembly points. We would ask that you remain in your seats until the conclusion of the ceremony and the stage party has processed out. Let's show our appreciation of all our students by applauding and cheering as the graduates process across the stage. Please be upstanding for the academic procession. Diolch yn fawr.
Ladies and gentlemen, I declare this congregation open. Please be seated.
I now call upon the President and Vice-Chancellor, Professor Cara Aitchison, to make the opening address.
Bore da, a chroeso cynnes ion in ceremony radio. Chancellor, Honorary Fellow, colleagues, graduands, families and friends, it's our great pleasure to receive students from across Wales and the wider world here this week for our graduation ceremonies for the class of 2022. And we're delighted that our ceremonies take place once again in a building that's come to symbolise Wales, our nation's culture, and now our hopes for the future. And this is a ceremonial occasion. It's evolved over the university's 157-year history, but it's also a celebratory occasion. And I encourage you to show your appreciation for your fellow students as they cross the stage by applauding the last as loudly as the first. And when you embarked on your student journey, perhaps as long ago as 2018 or 2019, no one imagined that by the time we reached this day, we'd be coming towards the end of a very testing global pandemic, and we'd now be witness to a war in Europe. And you've had the most challenging of journeys at university. It's not been all you would have imagined or wished for. Each of the last 3 years has been disrupted by COVID, and I'm sure at times you've felt disappointed, frustrated, and perhaps even lonely. But you're here now because you've overcome all of those challenges. You're here now because you've been successful, and you should be very proud of your efforts, your determination, and your resilience. And in most cases, your success will have been supported by the teaching and guidance provided by my colleagues on the platform and by many families and friends in the congregation. And we're enormously proud of what you've achieved in such difficult circumstances. And I know that colleagues, friends and families are too. So together, if you give us just one moment, we would like to show our appreciation of you and to congratulate you, and perhaps you'd also like to join in by showing your appreciation of all those who have supported you to achieve this fantastic outcome on this very special day. Congratulations. Diolch. And while the coronavirus pandemic has undoubtedly brought the very worst of times that many of us have known in our lifetimes, it's also shown the very best of Cardiff Met and the very best of many of you. You, our students, worked in accredited NHS laboratories undertaking PCR tests. You staffed test, trace and protect services. You supported parents with homeschooling, and you delivered sport, health and well-being activities to our schools and communities. And our staff responded quickly and effectively to develop and deliver online learning and student support. They created and donated PPE and testing equipment, and they hosted Wales National Blood Donor Centre and a COVID testing centre on campus, where we also managed accommodation and catering for frontline workers in the health and police services, international and care leaver students, for whom Cardiff Met remained home throughout the very many lockdown periods. And I'm proud of the way that students and staff lived our values and responded as one community during the pandemic. And you, our students from the School of Education and Social Policy, you've demonstrated enormous resilience in your response to the pandemic, and you've delivered excellence in so many areas. Shelter Cymru, Wales People and Homes Charity, has recently recruited BSc housing students, Natalie, Rianne, Sophie and Toby, to its newly launched volunteering programme, stating that it's been lovely to see such a high standard of applicant from Cardiff Met Housing Studies students. Chelsea Kinsey-Jemmett and Michelle Wibley, Year 3 Housing Studies students on placement with the Chartered Institute of Housing Cymru, contributed to Welsh Government's report on second homes in Wales. Jade Atkin, Health and Social Care student, participated in the televised coverage of the new UK-wide Women's Wheelchair Basketball Premier League, a landmark for women's para-sport. And in January, 6 PGCE secondary English students featured on ITV News after working with pupils in a training session on approaches to teaching reading skills ahead of World Read Aloud Day. And the BA Professional Policing students completed phase 1 of a project called Bus Stop Project, a community venture that addresses crimes such as criminal damage and graffiti and social issues such as drug abuse and rough sleeping as it attempts to build community coherence. Dr. Christina Thatcher, lecturer in creative writing, Dr. Kate North, reader in creative writing, and Goddess Buvuktua Mambakadweza Women's Centre in Zimbabwe won the inaugural Partnership Award for Hub Cymru Africa. Dr. Hiran Hodgkin and Dr. Nick Young, in collaboration with Bangor University and the University of Wales Trinity St David, have secured Welsh funding to explore the impact of COVID-19 on students' transition to higher education. And Dr. Susan Davis and Dr. Rhiannon Packer have been awarded funding from the Welsh Government Collaborative Evidence Network projects to continue their research on how the COVID pandemic has impacted the learner journey for students who are quiet, shy, or anxious, and they're undertaking this collaborative project with Show Racism, the Red Card Cymru. Both students and staff in the School of Education and Social Policy have done so much to keep our Cardiff Met community, our schools and communities across Wales, and our international communities going through COVID. I'm grateful to all of you for the service that you have given. You're about to become part of the Cardiff Met alumni, and we want you to feel proud of your university, a university that's grown, diversified, and improved since you joined only a few years ago. And our success is evidenced by the awards of the Times and the Sunday Times Welsh University of the Year 2021 and the Times Higher Education Award of University of the Year UK and Ireland 2021. Our School of Technologies, launched in 2018, now has over 1,000 students in new accommodation on the Llandaff campus, and our Global Academies, launched in 2020, are delivering cutting-edge research in health and human performance, human-centred design, and food science, safety and security. Open Campus, our initiative to provide sport and physical activity opportunities to 10,000 children a year from 30 schools across Cardiff, won the successful School Years Award at the inaugural Purpose Coalition Levelling Up Universities Awards last month. And staff and students were involved in the Cardiff Move More strategy, launched in June, with the aim of making Cardiff the best city in the UK and renowned internationally for walking, cycling and physical activity. And this innovative collaboration between Cardiff Council, Cardiff and the Vale Health Board, Public Health Wales and Cardiff Metropolitan University will benefit the health and well-being of our community, whilst offering staff and students research opportunities and work placements. Almost 40 students, staff and alumni of Cardiff Met will represent Wales in 11 sports at the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham that start next week. And we're not just working here in Cardiff or across Wales, we're also committed to our international agenda, and we offer degrees currently to 11,500 students each year in 17 partner colleges in 15 countries around the world. And as a designated University of Sanctuary, we host academics and students who've been displaced by war and conflict, and we are committed to continuing to support those from Afghanistan, Ukraine, and other countries around the globe. And we've recently twinned with Skowheroda National Pedagogic University in Ukraine, one of Ukraine's premier teacher training colleges, to provide support and access and learning resources to ensure that students and staff in Ukraine can continue with their education even though their university is in a war zone and has already suffered missile attacks. This week, over 5,000 students from the class of 2022 and from over 100 countries will graduate with Cardiff Met degrees. And I'd like to read that full list of countries, but let me just say it starts with Afghanistan, it ends with Zimbabwe, it includes students from Ukraine and Russia, and together all of our students and graduates seek to make a difference to peace, prosperity and social justice in Wales, the UK and all around the world. It's education that is our soft power around the globe. It's our catalyst for economic prosperity, social mobility and cultural cohesion. And as graduates of Cardiff Met, I ask that you continue to act as our catalysts for change, that you celebrate our university's values of creativity, diversity, freedom and innovation, and that you live our behaviours of leadership, trust, courage and accountability. And your university's motto is, "The most valuable possession is knowledge." And as graduates, you now have lots of that valuable possession. So as you make your way in the world as our change makers and our peace builders, you'll no doubt continue to encounter challenges along the way. And I suggest that you simply remember that you are one of the class of 2022, the class that overcame some of the biggest challenges in the most difficult of times. You have the knowledge, the skills, the experience to achieve your dreams and your ambitions, and also to support those that follow in your footsteps. My colleagues and I are extremely proud of each and every one of you. Please be proud of yourself and all that you've achieved, and enjoy this great day of ceremony and celebration. Diolch yn fawr iawn. Thank you.
I now call upon Professor Julia Longville, Dean of the Cardiff School of Education and Social Policy.
Chancellor, President and Vice-Chancellor, I present to you the students who have been awarded within the Cardiff School of Education and Social Policy. Dr. Kate North will announce the students who have been awarded the Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education Studies and Drama.
Hannah Amy Banks. Ebony Denton. Jade Fleming. Seren Harv Tom. So for BA Education Studies and English, Eleni Isla Calhoun. Hayley Cooper.
Dr. Emily Abenett will announce the students who have been awarded the Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Education, Psychology and Special Educational Needs.
Violet Bevan. Sarah Buckland. Catherine Rocky. Joanne Carter. Catherine Collette. Keely Collins. Sarah Leanne Dennett. Lois Eckley. Taryn Fitzgerald. Alice May Gibbs. Dawn Goodwin. Menna Hanford. Erica Easton. Ellie Jacker. Rio Jones. Jessica Hargest. Rhiannon Langman. Emma Faye Lewis. Camilla Mas-Grimon. Laura Nuttall. Mary Palmer-Smith. Emma-Jana Rexer. Ella Roberts. Ellen Warren. Megan Warren. And Sean Williams.
Sandra Dumitrescu will announce the students who have been awarded the Bachelor of Arts with honours in Early Childhood Studies and EYPS.
Leila Abdullah. Shle Amin. Nasiva Begum. Leah Bowden. Ruby Bauket. Alicia Chidlow. Rhiannon Davis. Chloe George. Megan Healy. Charlotte Passmore. Tegan Jones. Sabrina Islam. Danielle Jones. Suki Kaur. Shella Cow-Oldham. Ikra Khan. Nemo Liban. Hannah Paramore. Bryden Richardson. Amina Shabir. Chloe Wiltshire. Okay. The award for BA Addysg Gunner ac Mawrth Professional goes to Rhian Davis. Aaron Jones. Carrie Half Jones. Megan Pembry. Catherine Rosser.
Dr. Kieran Hodgkin will announce the students who have been awarded the Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Primary Education Studies.
Haifa Abdullahi. Ikra Bibi Aftab. Georgia Elizabeth Alexander. Hadia Awan. Nafisa Chowdhury. Saskia Ray Clayton. Lucy Colwell. Sophie May Davies. Luke de Benedicts. Ariane Marie de Haro. Zandria Dixon. Harriet Dorset. Meredith Edwards Davies. Keris Evans. Ashley Evans. Amy Patricia Evans. James Ainan. Sarah George. Ellie Griffith. Tony Joe Harrison. Molly Heyman. Erin Hill. Terry Ann Horwood. To receive the Dean's University Experience Award, Ryan Hudson. Jordan Jeffrey Griffiths. Taylor Jenkins. Lowry Jones. Helen Louise Keegan. Ashley Kelly. Yoon Kim. Joseph Lewis. Lauren Louise Mason. Jade Victoria Masters. Seren Matthews. Zia Mohammed Said Siddiq. Lauren Morgan. Brid O'Brien. Shalana Parsons. Thomas Pate. Alice Patterson. Chloe Payne. Courtney Payne. Abigail Porter. Katie Prosser. Al-Mazuri Rahid. Hannah Rees. Robin Samuel. Kira Amber Sayer. Jamie Louise Shenton. Rosa Abigail Shillingford. Annabelle Jane Thomas. Phoebe Timms. Katie Treen. Jordan West. To receive the award of BA Honours Primary Education Studies Bilingual Cymraeg, Amber Cripps. Marie Fleur Lewis. To receive the award of BA Honours Primary Education Studies and English Language Teaching, Rhys Woodward.
On behalf of the Student Union, the Cardiff School of Education and Social Policy Student-Led Teaching Fellowship is awarded to Dr. Nick Young. Alas will announce the students who have been awarded the Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Primary Education with Qualified Teacher status.
Hannah Abed Ali. Cameron Bajara. Lucy Barnett. Alex Bennett. Shauna Biddlestone. Mary Bijou. Georgina Lily Blair. Lauren Amy Bradford. Andrew Brown. Maisie Sinderby. Anarita Sanotti. Anarita, would you like to cross again? Lanny Codd. Rebecca Coles.
Just come into the auditorium now.
Anarita, would you like to cross again? Emma Louise Davis. Nancy Deneen. Hannah Crystal Elphick. Paige Debbie Fox. Bo Fryer. Alicia Gartside. Abigail Gibbons. Sinead Grant. Molly Jane Grogan. Molly Leah Harris. Georgia Marie Hawkins. Darcy Hilberg. Amelia Hodges. Millie Jessup. Aster Jones. Kate Amy Jones. Hannah Jones. Madeline Lucy Kent. Carrie Lewis. Jessica Libby. Lucy Lloyd. Hope Martin. Benjamin Morgan. Rhiannon Beth Morgan. Megan Mount Stevens. Romany Bluebell Newbie Chug. Samantha Ollis. Georgia May Quinn. Lucy Ranson. Apologies. Lucy Ranson also received the Excellence in Professional Practice Award for the BA Honours Education QTS. Congratulations, Lucy. Shan Hannah Rollinson. Kelly Reid. Thomas Edward Robbins. Megan Stevens. Neve Taylor Hoare. Karis Thomas. Joel Walters. Naomi Elizabeth Ward Bevan. Holly Olivia Watkins. Abigail West. Emma Williams. And Sarah Jade Williams.
Bethan Rowlands will announce the students who have been awarded the Bachelor yn y celfyddydau gydag anrhedd mewn addysg gynradd gyda statws athro cymwysedig.
Ellen Haf Davies. Amelia Davies Phillips. Taomi Paige Edwards Fernan. Gemma Louise Goodfellow. Chloe Elise Hopkins. Seren Jones. Matthew Jones. Ella Shadboat. Deo Sean Terfel.
Dr. Jan Heighton will announce the students who have been awarded the Master of Arts in Education.
Lucy Ann Needle. Rachel Price. To receive the award of MA Education Policy and Practice, Kersha Davis Chater. John Smith. Julia Swallow Edwards. Claire Waters. Emma Catherine Williams. To receive the award of MA Leadership in Education, Becky Gibbs. Claire Jones. To receive the award of MA Education Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages, Lucy Sultana.
Kes James will announce the students who have been awarded the Master of Arts in Education, Youth and Community Work.
Lucy Davis. Liliana dos Santos Cereva Garrido. Kerry Edmonds. Nicola Griffiths Southcombe. Michelle Harris. Shauna Hopkins. Rhys James. Rhian Jones.
Dr. Cecilia Hannigan-Davis will present the Honorary Fellowship.
Chair of Governors and Vice-Chancellor, graduands, distinguished guests and colleagues, I have the honour to present to you for the award of Honorary Fellowship Professor Barbara Wilding, CBE, QPM. Barbara Wilding has had a long and illustrious career in policing. She is the former Chief Constable of South Wales Police, the first woman ever to hold the post, serving from 2004 until 2009. At the time of her retirement, she was Britain's longest-serving female police officer. Barbara began her career in 1967 as a cadet in the Jersey Police and was appointed as a constable in 1970. The following year, she transferred to the Metropolitan Police, where she served as a detective before becoming Assistant Chief Constable with the Kent Constabulary in 1994. In 1998, she transferred back to the Metropolitan Police as Deputy Assistant Commissioner, serving as Director of Strategic Resources and also Specialist Operations, commanding the Security and Protection Directorate, including protection of government ministers and members of the royal family. Barbara has been awarded the Queen's Policing Medal for Outstanding Service in 2000, and then as CBE, Commander of the British Empire, in 2005. In 2010, Barbara was appointed as a governor of the then UIC, and then, in 2011, she was appointed chair of the Board of Governors, again of UIC. 4 months later, it was decided to adopt the university's reserve name of Cardiff Metropolitan University and to separate completely from the University of Wales. On the same day that Barbara was appointed chair, the Board of Governors received a letter from the then Minister for Education, Leighton Andrews, to say he was formally starting the consultation process under the legislation that gave him the power to dissolve any higher education institution in Wales, irrespective of whether they were financially secure and sustainable. In a Board of Governors meeting on the 9th of July 2011, the governors voted 13-1 that we would remain an institution that is independent, on our own, not joining with any other university. Barbara, in a statement from a podcast about the university's stance on the merger, was quoted as saying, "The university had to establish itself as one of the top post-1992 institutions, and we have exciting and dynamic aspirations for our future. We firmly believe that in the next 5 years, Cardiff Metropolitan University will be in the top 10 post-1992 universities in the UK." In 2015, while serving as chair of Cardiff Metropolitan University's Board of Governors, as well as High Sheriff of Mid Glamorgan, Barbara also became the university's first Chancellor. Her term of office concluded in November 2021, with Cardiff Met being awarded the prestigious title of UK and Ireland University of the Year 2021 in the Times Higher Education Awards. Barbara said at the time that, "As I stand down, I am immensely proud of the journey the university has undertaken during my time as chair and latterly Chancellor. It has been a privilege to have played a part in its growing achievements and increased standing in the higher education sector. To witness Cardiff Met named as the UK's University of the Year is something I'm especially proud of." Barbara continues to have a strong relationship with the university, particularly through our school, the Cardiff School of Education and Social Policy, as we develop our professional policing degree.
Well, I promise this will be brief. I can feel in the room the temperature is rising all the time. So I promise, as I say, it will be brief. But it would be remiss of me not to say a few thank yous and also perhaps to make a couple of comments. First of all, Chancellor and Vice-Chancellor, I'd like to say it's been an absolute privilege to be associated with this university from my time in 2010 to today, and with this honour that you've bestowed on me today, means that I shall continue to be even further involved in the university, though I promise I won't be meddling. I, of course, as you know, have served now, I served a long time as a police officer, over 42 years. Many changes were made in that time. I witnessed an awful lot of them. But one thing I witnessed that has stayed with me forever is the courage that police officers see on a daily basis. Now, the Vice-Chancellor referred to courage earlier as part of the university's values. In policing, that courage that we witnessed wasn't just the police officers going out every day, not knowing what they were going to find, going to come across, be sent to. But it was actually the courage in the communities, the victims who came forward, sometimes in very harrowing times, and were prepared to stand with the judicial process through to court, the witnesses who came forward to support those victims, the members of the community who picked up the phone because they were concerned. All of that required someone to go say, I am going to do this, and have the courage to do it, and not just sit back and let someone else do it. When I moved into this institution, which is a totally different environment for me, I witnessed more courage. Courage from the academics who were willing to challenge usually long-held beliefs, who were prepared to challenge them, new theories, challenge new ways of teaching to make it better for the students. All of that took courage. It's so easy to sit back and do nothing and not speak up. So, just looking at the brochure today of those of you who are going to graduate across the stage and the subjects that you've studied, it's perfectly obvious that each one of you will have the opportunity with your new learning to have the courage, I know, to influence the future through education, through policy. Encourage others to learn and to understand that they have the courage too, and to use it. So please, I add my words to those of the Vice-Chancellor again. Please use that courage, use it wisely, and you will make this university very, very proud of you. Wherever I've gone in the world, I've been amazed at where Cardiff Met's reputation exists. My husband and I, 2 years ago, were on holiday in Patagonia, in Argentina, and we visited my husband's favourite, a chapel. I heard a lot about this chapel. Apparently it was set out just like a Welsh chapel. But one thing stood out there. It was an 80-year-old lady. She'd been the headmistress of the local school. Now, as you know, Patagonia is Welsh-speaking. In fact, let me tell you, for those of you who haven't been there, it is more Welsh than being in the Welsh valleys. It truly, truly is. The buildings, the culture, the Eisteddfod. This lady, who had been the headmistress, informed me that Cardiff Metropolitan University students go out there for a month every year to teach sport in Welsh. Now, who knew? I, as the Chair and the Chancellor, didn't know, but isn't that amazing? She didn't just inform me, she informed the entire congregation. That's our reputation going before us, and it was said with great praise and credit for this university. Last week I was at dinner in Cardiff when suddenly one of our schemes was being praised in front of an audience, non-academic audience, a non-higher education audience, an audience drawn from the public. This university was being praised for the work that it was doing to make lives better. And that's what courage can do, make lives better. Because, ladies and gentlemen, where on earth would this world be if people didn't display some courage? So that's the most wonderful value of this university that each of you, I know, will take forward. So again, thank you very much for this honour that you've bestowed on me today. And finally, I'd like to say to each of you crossing the stage today, and indeed every graduate this week, I send you my sincere congratulations, and the pride of this university goes with you. Diolch yn fawr.
Dr. Louise Allen Walker will announce the students who have been awarded the Master of Science, Psychology in Education.
Megan Caswell. Andrea Rebecca Chan.
I'd like to call Amber Cripps back up to the stage, if you don't mind. Amber, are we still here? I'm sure that she's there. Amber is the winner of the Dean's Award. Amber is a worthy candidate for this award because she has continued to produce high-quality work throughout her programme, despite experiencing numerous challenges, including the loss of loved ones during the pandemic. Amber remained focused, committed and persevered in order to complete all of her assignments to the best of her ability. The thing that makes Amber stand out is her dedication and commitment to the Welsh language and to the Welsh medium provision within the School of Education and Social Policy. She has been a role model for Welsh medium students at Cardiff Met. Amber, please step forward. And she has ensured that every Welsh student is offered the same as those studying in English. As course representative, she has championed her programme and Welsh medium provision for all. Amber has supported other students through the pandemic, conducting regular check-ins on all Welsh students on her programme and the wider school, and offering them one-to-one sessions if they needed support that sat outside their own families and the university staff. She has basically ensured that her fellow students were heard, had a voice within the university, and that they felt confident in the development of their own assignments and the production of their own work. She continued regular correspondence and cooperation between lecturers and fellow representatives to ensure the richest of opportunities for all students during the home learning period that we know we all experienced. She used her initiative to find as many opportunities as possible to seek, for example, work opportunities. Placements at that stage were not available, but Amber sought those opportunities out. She looked for those extracurricular activities, completing online and in-person courses in addition to the studies that she needed to do for her programme. Amber, you are a role model to us all. Many congratulations. You are well deserving of this award. Burberry will announce the students who have been awarded the Professional Graduate Certificate in Education, Post-Compulsory Education and Training.
Ginny Bateman. Gemma Borley. Annie Fenton. Abby Hunt. Thomas Williams. Rachel Williams. Caitlin Brown. Sophie Jones. Catherine Cousins. Zoe Lisa Blackler.
Louise Cook will announce the students who have been awarded the Bachelor of Arts with Honours in Youth and Community Work.
Danielle Afirian. Rachel Barry. Casey Bridgman. Rachel Condon. Matthew Hillier. Beth Johnson. Leah Jones. Emily Jones. Cara Louise Jones. Alida Kanom Dastagia. Courtney Murphy. Nanita Nayaho. Carla O'Brien. Alicia Charlotte Pocock. Lee Roberts. To receive the Burt Jones Memorial Award for Academic Excellence, Zoe Lee Rogers. Emma Victoria Tumulty. Harry James Cox. To receive the award for excellence in professional practice, Esther Belmont Yaboa Afari.
Robin Griffiths will announce the students who have been awarded the Bachelor of Science with honours in social work.
Rebecca Bevan. Caerdydd Rebecca Casey. Gianni Chen. Rowan Davis. Connor Lee. Natasha Lely. Embasera Mane. Suzanne Gillian Mills. Danielle Ann Oram. Alyssa Owen. Bethan Evelyn Parry. The award for excellence in the field of evidence-based informed social work practice, Catherine Amy Presley. Jessica Sarah Puttick. Donna Walbioth. Abby Williams. Awarded the BSc Social Work at Bridgend College, Cerys Cook. Luann Davis. Hannah Jane Mort. Thomas Kenneth Sander. Rebecca Louise Saunders. The award for excellence in the field of evidence-based informed social work practice at Bridgend, Joanne Eleanor Williams. Joanne Williams.
Dr. Kate Atfield will announce the students who have been awarded the Bachelor of Science with Honours in Health and Social Care.
Mahiba Ali. Mia Anthony. Jessica Beebe. Isabella Deacon. Crystal Evans. David Kieran Gravel. Ellen Griffith. Michelle John. Morgan Lewis. Jennifer Morgan. Hannah North. Charlotte Powell. Sean Roberts. Jacob Richards. Callum Turner.
Mark Fury will announce the students who have been awarded the Higher National Certificate in Housing Studies.
Rebecca Bell. To receive the award for the Bachelors of Science in Housing Studies, Lucy Davis. Jennifer Evans. Marion Garvey. Beth Heiliger. Adekanye John Ifeterotti. Sophie Lee Jones. Sarah Jones. Samantha King. Chelsea Linsky Jemmett. Therese Mabwana. For the prize of the Chartered Institute of Housing Cymru Centre of Housing Excellence Award, Natalie Malatesta. Elizabeth Nichols. Suzanne Rosser Stanford. Sarah Shellard. Victoria Thea Kamara. Sinead Vatsalou. Natalie Jane Vizard. For the prize of the Chartered Institute Housing Cymru Award, Michelle Wibley. For the Master of Science Advanced Practice in Housing, Abigail Travers.
Dr. Neil Hennessy will present the student receiving the Doctor of Professional Practice Education.
With the then imminent launch of Curriculum for Wales 2022, Sad had himself a hot topic. Working as a senior teacher at School X and recognising the Welsh Government's shared vision and aspiration for children and young people in Wales, Sam embarked on this innovative research project that sought to reimagine the four purposes of the national guidance and introduce a contextually relevant curriculum that transcends the transactional nature of education and thus enabling young people of Wales to flourish. This interpretive research documents Sam's approach to leading, managing and perhaps most importantly, co-constructing change at School X. Sam's research examines the efficacy of a conceptualised character curriculum and considers to what extent this intersects the school's mission and the four purposes of the Welsh Government's guidance to generate new curriculum practice. The study's key findings highlight 1, how leadership is intrinsically linked with the notion of change, 2, that curriculum reform is a continuous process, and 3, outlines how national policy may be translated into local action. Subsequent recommendations include a curriculum partnership group and the appointment of lead teachers with additional responsibility to implement the principles of this character curriculum across all areas of learning experience. As a direct result of his significant contribution to School X, Sam was appointed to an assistant headship at another Welsh comp. School X thus became Dr. Williams' X School. For a thesis entitled Co-constructing Contextually Relevant Curriculum Change, Reimagining the Four Purposes of the Curriculum for Wales Guidance, Samuel Williams.
Leanne Freeman will announce the student receiving the postgraduate teaching in academic practices.
Joanna Tozer.
Would all students from Cardiff School of Education and Social Policy please stand? President and Vice-Chancellor, I call upon you to admit these graduates.
By the authority vested in me by Cardiff Metropolitan University, I admit you to your various awards as indicated in the programme and to all the privileges of those awards. Congratulations, outstanding class of 2022.
Congratulations to you all. Celebrate with family and friends and enjoy the rest of your day. Graduates, please be seated. The Chancellor, Stephen Wordsworth, will make the final address.
Ladies and gentlemen, and specifically the graduating class of 2022, congratulations on your success. What you have achieved during a particularly difficult time is truly exceptional. The staff and governing body of the university are, as you've just heard, immensely proud of you and of your achievements. You are now alumni of and ambassadors for Cardiff Metropolitan University. As a graduate, you are now part of the growing community of Cardiff Met alumni of around 215,000 graduates around the world. You are starting a new chapter in your lives as Cardiff Met graduates. The university will always be here to support you, and we want to continue to help you to make a success of your lives. We offer practical and individual advice on employability and careers to all our graduates, so please do ask if you require any advice or support. We also offer financial support via discounted fees to those progressing to master's level programs within the university. So please keep in touch, allow us to continue to help you, and let us know about your successes. We know you will achieve great things in your lives. You, the graduating class of 2022, have acquired an education and a set of professional skills underpinned by values that will enable you to touch the lives of others in your professions and careers as global citizens and with your friends and family. You have the power to do much good with the education you've gained at Cardiff Met, and with all you've learned about how to live and work with others by using your talents to help to bring peace and prosperity to the world and to bridge its many sad divisions. In doing so, you will inevitably face new challenges. You have faced many already, and there will be a constant need for further development and growth so that you continue to reach your full potential at all stages of your life. We'll always be here to help you to do the very best that you can. On behalf of us all at the university, we wish you every success for the future as a Cardiff Met graduate. Thank you. Diolch yn fawr.
Boneddigion a boneddigethau, a chi graddedigion 2022. Ladies and gentlemen, and you, the class of 2022 graduates, we hope that this day was worth waiting for and that you have all enjoyed the graduation ceremony. Do continue to celebrate throughout the day and have a safe journey home. Please, could you all stand and remain standing until the platform party has left the auditorium. I call upon the Chancellor to formally close this ceremony. Diolch yn fawr.
Ladies and gentlemen, I declare this congregation closed. Many congratulations to you all.
Thank you.